My name's Sabrina Murphy.
And what's your position here at the Y?
I'm the executive director. This is the Bath Area Family YMCA.
Right. How long has the YMCA been here?
In Bath,
Yeah.
It's been 157 years. It's one of the oldest Ys in the country. Well, the original meaning for YMCA was Young Men's Christian Association, but we've gone out of our way to be more inclusive in communities. We're no longer just for youth. We're no longer just for Christians. We're no longer just for men. We're open to everybody, and we're inclusive to all people. So the branding has changed a little bit with the national Y, and we call ourselves the Y now.
Now there's Ys. How many are there in New England? I mean, do you have a number of how many?
We have 17 in New England. I believe it's 19 when you include corporate branches. There are about 2,000 around the country.
Right. And they're a nonprofit, that's the idea.
YMCAs are charitable, nonprofit, and they are intended to meet the needs of the community, whatever they may be. So a YMCA will be different in every community depending on what the needs are. And they're completely charitable organizations. People don't get turned away from YMCAs if they can't afford it. There are scholarship programs in every Y that exists.
Who determines the funding of the YMCA?
YMCA funding is from its community. Each Y is built from the grassroots of its community. Usually a place like this had it, for example, this Y is about 54,000 square feet. It was had a capital campaign for a new building in 2001. This was opened. Before that, they were in an older building downtown Bath, Maine. And so the community got together and raised the funds, and they chose to build what they felt was needed in the community. This is very centrally located. Children can walk from school. So elementary school, high school children can walk here. There's a pool, there's a gym, there's a teen room, there's a fitness center, there's a lot of child care programs. There's child care offered for members that want to work out. All of it is, there's gymnastics here, there's a climbing wall. The community just gathered together and raised the funds. Swim team is a signature thing that we have here. It's a very large swim team with 200 children. That is very...
How does the school system work into this? How does that play into it?
We work together with the schools on many levels. Sometimes the school comes here and we'll do physical components and physical activities. We run before and after school programs in the schools, so children get out of school and the Y is there doing childcare for them. Some of the support we get might come from the United Way, from private funders. We run an annual campaign every year. We raise about $170,000 a year just to pay for scholarships.
How big is this town of Bath, population-wise?
Oh, I think the town of Bath is 8,000 or 9,000.
Oh, not too big.
Not too big. We've saturated way beyond this community, though. There are some local towns that have populations of about 20,000, and they all drive here to use the place.
Oh, they do. They use it too.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Do you have a Boys and Girls Club in town?
There's not. The closest Boys and Girls Club, I believe, is 45 minutes away.
Right, so this is an important
but
part.
This is similar. The
Yeah.
YMCAs are very similar. In Maine, we do have, in Waterville, Maine, there is a Boys and Girls Club and YMCA that's joined together
I see.
as one agency.
Oh, so some of them can join together too. You can join
They can work
them.
together. They're very similar in their mission. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea. You know, what I'm really impressed with is the amount of seniors that I see here. I mean, this isn't a senior center though, is it as well?
It's open to all populations,
Yeah.
but it comes back to meeting the needs of your community, and this community is growing. Maine in general is growing its senior population. So we do have a lot of classes that we offer for seniors. We do arthritis classes in the pool. We do some physical activity classes in the gym, and then they're very a social group. So they have potlucks here at the Y. They go hiking together. We even did a trip to Quebec with them. So whatever the needs are.
So as far as like, okay, pretty much this is the center of any extracurricular activity that from young to old would want to do. This is where it comes from.
It has
Is there
become
a
that.
senior center in Bath as well?
There is,
Okay.
but they often use both the Y and the senior center.
They do.
We work together with them. Yep.
I see a lot of senior citizens working out here. It's amazing.
We don't think of ourselves as seniors.
No, of course not.
Frank and
I wasn't talking about you
Frank
guys.
and Bobby are pretty amazing.
Really? So you love the Y too? I mean, it's been a great thing for the town.
Absolutely.
I live on Nantucket, and we don't have anything like this.
You don't.
Nothing.
We went camping over the weekend.
Yeah.
And you're down on the ground.
Right.
And 5 years ago, before I started the exercise program here, I had trouble getting up off the ground.
Is that right?
But I have no trouble now.
Now, it's amazing, you know? Well, that's great to hear. And as far as it being affordable, is it affordable?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. What does it cost? Just curious. 40 bucks
For a single senior.
for 40 bucks a month for a senior. That's fantastic.
Meeting the needs of the community. We don't want to duplicate anything that's already being met in the community. We don't want to offer something that's already out there.
Yeah.
But the other thing about being a charitable nonprofit is it can reduce the tax burden of a community if these programs are offered by a Y that's funded privately from donors as opposed to tax dollars paid for a facility like this.
Well, let's say our town on Nantucket wanted to have a YMCA.
Yep.
What would be the way they would have to go about doing
To
it?
start a YMCA, you need a group of committed volunteers that want to see it happen.
Yeah.
And they would need to come up with their plan and their vision, and they would need to go and work on fundraising. I would talk to the National Y. There is a YMCA, the USA, that works with that, and they tend to suggest working with other Ys and creating like a branch of some nearby corporate structure. I'm not sure if there's a larger corporate Y near where you are that could help with that, but the National Y is a good place to start.
Well, I might even give them a call.
The
Why not?
Y of the USA.
Y of the
YMCA,
USA.
There's even a website on
And
it.
did you say Martha's Vineyard has a YMCA?
That's correct.
I see.
And my friend Jill works there, and said hi to her if she's watching.
Okay. Thanks for talking with me.
Yeah, you're welcome.